Hello everybody, this is Milagros. Welcome to Binah Tarot, and I'm going to be doing the tarot scopes for each one of the zodiac signs in regards to love for the month of January. Let's begin. This month I will be doing the Celtic Cross with the Kingdom within Tarot by Juno, Lucina and Sharon ThornFeather. And I am going to be pulling one card for advice from the Oracle of Echoes by Tourian. Sagittarius, this is your reading for the month of January. And the first card we have is a Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a card that can represent a person from a water sign. It can be Scorpio, it can be Pisces or Cancer. It might be the other person involved into your life, or it can be somebody who has the characteristics of a person from a water sign. It can also be yourself. It feels, or this card has an energy that is pretty much related to feelings, but in a very early stage, and it almost feels like it's something new. So whether you have a new person into your life, or you are going through a period in which you feel that you are kind of restarting something. It might be the same person, it might be yourself within yourself. It feels like a new interest. It feels like a situation that you are not yet completely aware of, and you might probably need more information, but it feels almost as an illusion. It is not about energy. If anything, it probably is a little bit, it connects you in some way with your inner child. This card has to do with connecting with your inner child. It has to do also with somebody. It might be also that somebody that is into your life doesn't seem completely reliable to you. You might think of them as naive, or you might be feeling that they are feeding you probably inaccurate information in regards to some matters. Now, this is crossed by the Eight of Wands, that it's a card that has a lot of Sagittarius energy. So this is your drive, Sagittarius. This is your passion. This is what makes you go directions. That is what kind of motivates you to go to places, to make decisions. And in this case, in this reading during this month, it seems like kind of a disadvantage. So you might be wanting to approach somebody, you might be wanting to embrace a romantic situation, and you are kind of probably stopping yourself from doing it. You are kind of controlling the impulse. You might want to go back to that person from your past, and you are kind of controlling the impulse during this month. Maybe it is the person that is with you during this month, and there is a King of Swords right in the top of the reading, and the King of Swords is or reflects somebody from an air sign. So it can be somebody from Gemini, it can be Aquarius, it can be Libra. It might be the other person in your life that has the characteristics, or it is from one of she or he is from one of these signs. But it can also represent yourself during this time, because I always think of Sagittarius as the air of fire. In this case, you might want to be really sharp, or you are very much into your head, you are very much into your mind during this month, trying to just be a bit more rational, but maybe coming across also as a bit too, I would say coming across as a bit too tough, probably. Like your approach might be too rational in the sense that it makes you act, or you might also be rushing into taking decisions, or be rushing into acting or into speaking. That is something that you have to be aware of during this month, because I also have the Emperor, and the Emperor is somebody who has everything under control. The Emperor is somebody who has a big drive, but it's also somebody who can be ruthless. And next to the King of Swords, this kind of warns me that this month you might need to hold your impulse from fighting, because I also have a Five of Wands, which is conflicting energy. So I feel that there is some energy, some tension during this month for you, Sagittarius, and you might need to work in keeping it under control and not coming across as too hard to the other people, because that might create trouble, that might create confrontation. In the past, we have the World card, and the World card has to do whether with a trip, somebody from another country. This is not at all strange or weird for a sign like Sagittarius. You are very much connected to this card. So this tells me that it also might be a situation that has ended, or a new beginning into the relationship you're going through. If you're single, maybe this also refers to a past relationship. Though that is the past energy. In regards to what is underneath, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of inopportunity. So it feels right now as if the whole situation, the circumstances, the external circumstances are not very forgiving during this month. You might feel that the things that you have to face during this month, you are not really ready to, or you don't have the energy to, because you have to handle so many other things or responsibilities, and you might feel that right now it is not a good time for you to face that feelings, to face that emotions. You might feel that you just want to put probably a break on it, and that's one of the reasons that you might end up answering or acting from impulse. Now, in regards to the current energy, we have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is kind of contradicting in this reading, because it speaks about stagnation, it speaks about not moving towards any direction. And I feel that this is something that is coming from past months. Maybe during the past months you have felt that the things weren't flowing exactly the way that you were expecting them to. Maybe you fell into the routine of the relationship. Maybe you felt that, okay, being with that person seems or feels comfortable for you, but you were not, or you are not very sure if this is something that you want to keep going. In a way, it feels like anything that has to do with emotions, you want to put a little break to it. Although there is going to be some movement throughout the month, this is what I feel right now. So this energy, this conflicting energy, this impulse that is coming into your month of January is going to be more to feel more strongly from mid January till the end of January. In regards to the other person, there is a card of Justice. This card can represent somebody from the sign of Libra. It can also represent that the other person wants to have a conversation with you, wants to reach an agreement, wants to reach a point of justice. Maybe the other person feels that you have been forsaking them in a way, and they want a little bit more of your attention, or they want to discuss some terms on the relationship. Maybe it is you trying to find a meeting with this person, but it feels almost as if it is very formal. It is not a very romantic card. So whatever you have to address with this person, you might feel that you are not pretty much in the mood to address it, because it feels almost as a responsibility. It might feel as a responsibility to you, or you might feel that it feels like a responsibility to the other side, to the other person. If you're single, then it might be that you are probably attracted to somebody from work or from the place where you study, or that the whole situation feels still a bit too formal, a bit too uptight in a way, and you probably want to bring some movement into that. In regards to the unexpected, we have the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is a card of conflict. So as I was telling before, just beware of not getting into unnecessary conflict. Beware of redirecting that energy that you have during this month in a way that will be beneficial to you and not the opposite. Just try to talk, try not to fight, try not to get offended. You might be a little bit sensitive during this month. We have the Six of Swords as well. So there is some new direction that you want to go. Like the Six of Swords speaking about moving on, whether it is moving on from the relationship or from the problems that you were facing in the relationship. And that is a good energy, but at the same time, it also warns me that you might want to break free from the relationship out of impulse. Maybe because you want to control the situation and you weren't able to, so instead of reaching an agreement, you just say, okay, let's leave it here. That's why I am suggesting, and the suggestion during this month is to really try to find a common ground with the other person instead of catching a fight. Now, in regards to the outcome, we have the Emperor card, which is, like we were saying, it has the power of Aries in a way. It is a person who wants to be always in control, who can be a little bit ruthless, a person who wants, who moves, who has a target and is really determined to go towards it. So there is a place, there is a specific point in which you want to be towards the end of the month, and you're going to do everything possible to make it happen. You are going to unblock that energy that you are kind of restricting. Just be aware of how you unlock it. Be aware, be careful of how you do it. Be careful of not acting by impulse. I say it once more because I think it's very important. Yes, you feel that you need some movement. Yes, you need to feel that the things are moving along, that you're doing something about your situation. You might be probably tired of being or feeling in a stagnation state, and you might want to gain or to give back that dynamic into your life. Just beware of not being unfair. Just beware of not being a little bit too tough. Just beware of having also some sensitivity towards the feelings of the other person. In regards to the advice card, we have the Lover's card, and this card tells me what pretty much what I was telling before. Like, if you love the other person, there is no need to act from a place of pride. There is no need to act in self-defense when the other person is not precisely attacking you. Try not to act defensively. Try to act from a place of love. Try to, if you have that love within yourself for this person, then just think if the other person is willing to try to be on your side of the things, not against you. And if there is a chance to save that relationship, then it is something that you have or you should do. If you feel that there is no chance to save that relationship, then focus that love into yourself. Focus that love to yourself, towards yourself, because it is important to be or to find that equilibrium, this emotional equilibrium, so that we can project the same things in our relationships. This is just a general reading. And you can always check your ascendant, your moon sign and Venus in order to get more information. Or you can book a private reading with me by following the links that I am leaving down below. You can have access to my 60-minute reading. It's a 65-minute reading actually during this month. It's an in-depth reading in which we can see further details on specific or general situations. There is also a promo that I launched for this month. It's my 30-minute reading, which costs only $29 instead of $35. This is an offer that is valid during the month of January because of the new year. Also, I launched a new contest, and you only need to share a Facebook post that I'm going to be linking down below as well. And you have to like my Facebook page and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to set the privacy to public so that I can see that you have shared. The contest expires on the 15th of January, and I should be announcing the winner on the 16th or 17th. Also, I made a separate video, and unfortunately I could do it only in Spanish because I was really in a hurry. It was just a live broadcast. And during that broadcast, I was thanking everybody because I hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. And this is only thanks to you and to your support. Besides that, I am also explaining the delay on the yearly tarot scopes of the rest of the signs. I had to go on a trip, so I didn't really have the option to transfer the videos from my memory card to my computer as I was recording them. So when I tried to actually transfer the files, I realized that it was pretty much corrupted. They were corrupted. It was impossible to rebuild the database. So although I tried, eventually I just realized that I will have to re-record them from scratch. They are lengthy videos, so please bear with me because it will take some time. It was from Virgo to Pisces. So besides that, I really hope you have a wonderful new year. I have the best wishes for you. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for the comments and the support that you have shown me. And I really hope to see you next month again. Bye bye.